I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's Transformate MTG here with some more Avatar The Last Airbender drafting. Let's see how we get off to a start. Kind of a nice pack here. We've got a Spirit Oasis, Firebending Lesson, Sold Out, Enthusiast. Barrel's definitely grown on me. I think this Beifong's Bounty Hunters definitely puts us towards Golgari as an option. And I think it's just too good of a card to pass up. Here, sort of want to be in black and green, so we don't probably want the Herbalist. The Kyushu Island Plaza could be a little bit of a spec, just getting a bunch of lands, but I think it's going to be the Badger Mole, because it does have some pretty nice value with the Beifong's Bounty Hunters. Here I've got the Elemental Teachings, which I don't think is exactly what we're after. I mean, 5 mana for 2 lands, especially when you don't have any fantastic lands coming along here. Another Badger Mole. Pirate Peddler is pretty solid. But Raucous Audience, I think, is going to be the pick over Rockalaunch here. I think that Rampus is going to be a little bit more useful for the most part. Here, we've got a Pillar Launch Tundra Tank Canyon Crawler, but I think I'm just going to take the Foggy Bottom Swamp for that early fixing, so I don't have to put an awful lot onto it later. Here we've got a Metal Bending, Earth Bending Lesson, June. I'm going to take the Deadly Precision here. I think it actually does work nicely with Beifong's Bounty Hunters, because I can just sacrifice a non-token, non-land creature if I want. Here we've got a Cat Gator, Earth Village Ruffians, Poxbearer's Earth Bending Lesson. I think it's going to be the Earth Village Ruffians here. I mean, the Cat Gator could be really nice, but I think we're going to be too hard into 2 colours. Got an Ostrich Horse, Ozai's Cruelty, Earth Village Ruffians. I think we're going to take the second Ruffians. I think we can go pretty hard on some of that. We've got a Fire Navy Trebuchet, which I think is actually kind of nice here. Sabertooth Moose Lion would be a good pickup. Dai Li is honestly pretty good with the Earthbending mode as well for later in the game. But I'm going to take the Fire Navy Trebuchet. I think being able to have an extra creature every now and then is going to be really handy. Don't think the Tundra Tank or the Azula Always Lies are really what we're going to go for, so we'll take the Origin of Metal Bending, and I think we'll take a Kyoshi Island Plaza here. Another Badger Mole seems alright. Canyon Crawler is a nice wee pickup. Not going to be playing Price of Freedom or Jet's Brainwashing, and into pack number 2. Cityscape Leveler. 8 mana, destroy permanents, they make Power Stones. Probably better than any of the other cards I'd want to pick. I mean, Earth Rumble Wrestlers is pretty solid. Another Ruffians would be nice. Both of these down the bottom would be okay. The Earth and Ally is not really it. And the Azula's a good card, but I think passing up on a potential 8 mana 8/8 Trampler that blows something up with an Earth and an Earth King, I think that goes exactly with what we're kind of looking for here. 4 mana for 6 power bodies, and I should have a lot of creatures to be able to attack with, to be able to get so a whole bunch of basic lands, which will be able to help ramp me towards what I want. Yeah, I'm going to take the Rocky Rebuke over any of the other black cards. I mean, it's sort of, to me, maybe on par with Deadly Precision, but I think the Rocky Rebuke being able to be at instant speed's pretty handy as well. Rumble Arena, Ozai's Cruelty, Ostrich Horse. Kind of leaning towards Rumble Arena. The Ozai's Cruelty would be nice just for a little bit of discard, but I think having a Vigilant land that I can hit is pretty handy. Here, for me, the picks would be Shared Roots, Wrestlers, Inspector, in that order. I'm going to take the Shared Roots because acceleration is going to be really important for us here. Do have another Trebuchet, Origin of Metal Bending, but it's going to be the Hog Monkey. Only just sort of clicked on me before that the Hog Monkey synergizes really nice with Earthbending, and I think that's sort of how it's designed to play quite a bit. I'm going to take the Cycle of Renewal though for fixing as well, and some acceleration. Here, Zuka's Conviction I think is just a no-brainer. Imagine if I get the Cityscape Leveler in the bin and then just, you know, for 5 mana, get the Cityscape Leveler back. Here I've got a Barrels, but I'm going to take this third Earth Village Ruffians. Take an Ostrich Horse here, might not end up playing it. I suppose a merchant ahead of the flyer. Probably not going to play the Bender's water skin, nor any of these last cards that are being passed my way. Last pack here, I've got a Rebellious Captives, Boiling Rock Riot. I don't think I have enough allies. No, I'll only have 3 allies. Don't think that's going to be worth it. The Cat Gator, again, don't think I'm going to be playing enough Swamps. Could take a Hog Monkey or a 4th Ruffians, but I'm going to take the Captives. I think it's a pretty good card for both early and the late game. Here, I've got a really nice kind of pack. I think the Conviction, the Inspector, the Earth Controller, the Saber-Tooth Moose Lion, but I think the Boulder is going to be more so what we're looking at doing. Here, don't really have anything at 1. I think the Turtle Duck could end up being a reasonable body to drop on the board early enough on. Zula Always Lies could be an option, but I'm gonna take 1 drop at this spot. Got a Foggy Swamp Vinebender, Merchant, Buzzard Wasp Colony, or an Origin and Metal Bending. I'm going to take the second Origin. Don't think I need any more like really high cost creatures. Could take another Badger Mole, but that would leave me with 3. And I think the Sold Out is going to be better because I do want to make sure I do have enough removal. I mean, we'll get rid of the Kyoshi Island Plaza. I think it's going to be another Cycle of Renewal here, just for even more acceleration. And again, Badger Mole, Origins, Diley, Hog Monkey. I'm going to take the Diley Indoctrination here because I think it's just the flexibility works a little bit nicer. For me here, what's the side-on view looking like? Okay, probably, let's see what we'll be getting rid of. Merchant Many Hats. Ostrich Horse I'll get rid of. So we've got 25. That's still far too many cards, so I've really got to think of what I want to get rid of. Do like all of the 4 drops. Maybe the 2 Badger Moles is overkill. I can bring 1 back with the Zuko's Conviction. Maybe the 2 Cycles is a little bit over the top, so I'll cut 1. Still 23. Do I need the Canyon Crawler? Maybe not. Maybe I cut that, have the Badger Mole. To me it would maybe be Indoctrination. Probably don't want this extra 4 cost. Don't think I'll be playing Ozai's Cruelty. Could actually just be a Fire Navy Trebuchet that I end up getting rid of. I like the Captives, the Audience. Let's get rid of the Turtle Ducks. That's 20. Probably play a Corrupt Court Official above any of the other cards here at this point. I mean, another Earth Village Ruffians, another Hog Monkey. I'll take a second Hog Monkey. I think it's going to be better. Oh, Zuko's Conviction number 2. Beautiful. Another Azula Always Lies. Merchant, none of which I'm probably going to end up playing. Another Water Skin as well. And a Northern Air Temple. I could run the 2 temples, but I just don't think that's going to end up being worth it. Let's get into the building side of things, and only, what, oh, that's a straight 40 right now. My question is, do I change anything? 2 Hog Monkeys I think is actually kind of nice with the amount of earth bending I've got going on. Let's see, I've got the Indoctrination, the Captives, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to earth beams. Does giving creatures I control with +1/+1 counters on them trample do enough for me? I think it probably does, because I'm thinking maybe the Trebuchet, maybe I, remove a Hog Monkey for a Trebuchet. I think having the 2 of them giving 2 things menace could be really handy. And the Exhaust really isn't too shabby either. Going to be attacking with a lot of little guys, but I think I'm going to want to be going taller rather than wider. And I honestly think my fixing's pretty good here. 17 with a Shared Roots, Rocky Rebuke, Cycle of Renewal. Feels pretty okay, and the Earth King, if I get up to that point, can keep help searching for more. It could be like a Canyon Crawl or maybe another Cycle of Renewal angle. Can I fit a second cycle of renewal? What would I be getting rid of? Maybe the corrupt court official? I think that's probably... No, not turtle duck. I think I'm okay with just going for another cycle. Yeah, just to see if we can ramp out to some of these high costs even more quickly. Doesn't have any of the, I mean, like Beifong's Bounty Hunters is wonderful, really nice card, and the Cityscape Leveler is a pretty huge bomb too, plus a couple of ways of getting it back from the bin for cheaper is nice, but we don't have the one that earth bends and drains, we don't have, I mean, the Face Stealer, the Face Stealer, which certainly worked for me the last time I played Golgari. I think this could be fine, especially with the Rumble Arena, to try and hit a green for a turn to Raucous Audience. Oh, fantastic. That's what we're after, because then we can go Forest into Raucous Audience and really get some decent acceleration going. Sold out something on my turn if they wanted. Looks like they're just going to kill it, but I think that's okay, because I've got a good couple of free drops. 5 bending lesson, yeah, bolt the bird. Don't think it's the wrong play for them to make whatsoever. Oh, the war balloon. Okay. So here we go, swamp, we'll go Earth Village Ruffians, because they do want to kill it. I mean, I can't block the war balloon anyway. Could have, and couldn't sold out it. Probably keep the mana up to sold out it. On their next turn, just attack in with the Earth Village Ruffians. Now attack. And if that's the only thing they're doing, I think that's pretty reasonable. Swamp. Badge Mole is actually a pretty good thing to grab here. I think I do just sold out the War Balloon now as well. Just in case they have some sort of protection for it next turn. And getting rid of a 4-3 flyer, because that is one thing that I don't deal with particularly well, is flying. So we're going to go Swamp, we're going to go Badger Mole here. I can pop the bending on the Rumble Arena, put Vigilant, gives me slightly easier attacks. And then I have the Zuko's Conviction that I can actually run out on anything if I want to. Depending on what I draw, I might want to actually get back to Raucous Audience at some point. I'm probably just going to be going in for a bunch of attacks next turn. It's all on the hunt. Okay, Foggy Bottom Swamp. There's attack with the Ruffians here. Got the Cycle of Renewal end of turn if I want to as well, but I think I'll get my Dork back on the field instead. I've got the second Zuko's Conviction I can always use, so I could, yeah, Fire Bend Blue. I'm going to block with the Badger Mole here. Okay, so I'm going to sack the clue Jojo Duskalvez, or Duskalvez. I'm going to block with the Badger Mole because I can actually just flash it back in with the Zuko's Conviction, maybe pop some more counters on the Rumble Arena. Okay, gets double strike. Let that resolve. Pass the damage. Good to know that that's what they ended up doing. Definitely didn't want to take what would have ended up being 10 damage. But I'm gonna yeah, Zuko's Conviction back the Badger Mole Cub so I can attack in. We're gonna re-equip the Twin Blades. Yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. Zuko's Conviction, back the Badger Mole, make the Rumble Arena bigger. Oh, and another Zuko's Conviction. That's actually kind of nice. Yeah, we'll go Hog Monkey. Go to combat, give my Rumble Arena Menace. Attack with the Rumble Arena and the Badger Mole. If they want to deal with the Badger Mole, sure, they have to block, otherwise they're taking 8 damage here, which is pretty rough. Takes them very low. Oh, they take 8. Go to 2? Wowee. Because here I've got the Cycle of Renewal up, which I'm probably going to pop end of their turn. They can give them my double strike, that's fine. I can sort of just look to Earthbend, I think, but blocking with the Ruffians. Hog Monkey does deal with Azula at this point, so does the Rumble Arena. Boomy Bash. Yep. Cool. Go to attacks. Don't like, they can't. Yeah, they can't attack here because they just die. Cycle of renewal. Sacrifice a swamp, grab a forest and swamp, I think. Oh no, grab forest. Don't need any more swamps. Not really nice at fixing at this point. Here, if I go forest, let's Sugo's Conviction back to Badger Mole again to give the Rumble Arena trample. Then I think that pretty much guarantees me the win here. And I'm just going to attack with everything. So I've got a 6/6. Yep, there we go. Alright. And the triple Badger Mole with the Zuko's Conviction certainly helped. I feel like that's a pretty good game one. And if it continues on like that, I will not be an unhappy girl whatsoever. I will be very, very pleased. Didn't even see any of the ginormous bombs in the deck, and still felt like it did about as well as you could possibly ask for. Removal at the right time for their... I mean, they had a really slow start for a Rakdos deck. I think Rakdos decks that I've lost to throughout this format have been uber aggressive, like really just getting super wide. I think this is totally fine. Ruffians, Origin and Metal Bending, got enough lands to get things out, at least on 3. Origin and Metal Bending is actually nice to deal with some pesky artifacts as well if they run things out a bit earlier. And something like a Raucous Audience, or the you know, the one that Earthbends for 6, I think would be totally fine as well. Can't remember the name of it for love nor money. Here, let's try. They do not have counter magic for it, so it's a pretty nice sign. They want to kill it. Okie doke. Their own Raucous Audience. They had to spend 3 on. Let's attack. And run out another one. Unfortunately, no black mana. That would have been delightful. The Beifong's Bounty Hunters can do a pretty big job here. And so can the Boulder, but that's going to be afterwards, I think. Maybe I run at the Boulder so it can attack first. Another Raucous Audience. And a Glider Kids. Okay. So if I do draw the swamp, I will run out the Beifong's Bounty Hunters here now. I do not, so I'm just going to attack in for 6. Let's keep putting some pressure on. Got Origin and Metal Bending. The Earth Village Ruffians, just so I actually continue pressuring a little bit harder. I don't think there's anything that I'd want to replace, because well, it could be a hog. That Hog Monkey could potentially be a the Swamp Cycler. So are they just banned? Feels like they're just banned, that they wouldn't be super 5 colours. Bit strange, the White Lotus hideout, I guess, but I suppose it did help them fix just a little bit. A soccer here, and maybe they attack. Nope. Beautiful. So, gonna go have a Boulder here. They counter it. Cool. Which that is a-okay. I'm going to go no attacks. I can block the soccer. They'll get at least 1 card draw off it. Glad I ran the Boulder out instead of the Beifong's Bounty Hunters, though. They have a lot of mana at their disposal. Could always bring back the Boulder with Zuko's Conviction at some point if I want as well. Team Avatar. Oof. Sort of a bit of a nombo. Oh. Kind of happily double block here. kills the soccer, and I get to make a 4-4. I'd rather make a 4-4, I think, than 2-2-2s. I've got some sort of removal for it. Nope. Forest. I could have mana up to counter things, so I'm going to go Hog Monkey. Looks like they might have a Quench. They don't have the mana for a Sokka's Haiku. And I think, yeah, I do attack with the Forest. Either they take 4 or lose both of their creatures, and I think that's a pretty nice trade if they don't run out another creature and they do want to attack. Oh, they kill both. Okay. What do they got? Yep. They're going to draw a card? Alright. Interesting. Feeling that that's a pretty okay spot for me to be in. Plains, I'm just going to water bend. And that's good for them. Oh, tapping that land down, which means I've basically got a 3 Baton's Bounty Hunters. 3, they go to 11. Now if they kill either of my creatures, I do get some pretty decent lands. Can Badger Mole next turn as well. If they airbend the Bounty Hunters, I wouldn't mind at all. Let's go Foggy Bottom Swamp. Actually going to take a peek at their hand. Bounty Hunters, draw a card. Okay, Rocky Rebuke, Octopus Form. Cool. Bounty Hunters. So that gives me really good information. I figured they had some sort of removal or some sort of response. The fact that they don't have a creature here is pretty nice. Fortune Teller. That's all good by me. Here with the Badger Mole, I can run out the Badger Mole and make maybe probably the Foggy Bottom Swamp. I'm going to draw a card as well. Okay. They can kill the Hog Monkey, but that really just benefits me as much as it benefits them. Actually, another Swamp's kind of glorious because it means that I can have the Zoopla's Conviction up to bring something back from the bin next turn as well. Badger Mole, we're going to go Foggy Bottom Swamp. We're going to go to combat, we're going to attack with all. Give the Foggy Bottom Swamp Menace. Attack with all. I mean, yes, they've got, you know, a little bit they can do. Yeah, Octopus Form, that's fine. If they want to Rocky Rebuke something as well, like maybe kill the Bounty Hunters, I throw it back to my hand. I get to Earthbend a whole bunch. Okay. Yep. And they block the Hog Monkey. And I get to spend another 3 anyway. On Untapped Swamp. First time flyer, okay. Southern Air Temple, okay. Quick turn. Lucky Rebuke. Good game. Block 4, they take 7, and that is another super solid win. I mean, they were slow. Again, that's 2 really slow decks that we've come up against so far, which is not how I'm used to experiencing this format. I feel like this format's generally quite a lot faster. I mean, I know I've drafted a whole bunch of really slow decks in the past as well, but this feels like, yeah, my opponents are on that slower side of things, which is definitely not anticipated. Definitely not what I'm used to seeing, and especially in the colours that I've seen. I feel like red's pretty aggressive, and I feel like yeah, white, blue, green can get pretty over the top pretty quickly. But I suppose just enough to deal with whatever they had on hand. And honestly, I feel like I've played these first couple of games really well too. Yeah, it's pretty okay. The cycle of renewal means we can get a badger mole out on 4. So here's what I'm worried about. Is a slow start, and they've got a Fire Nation cadet, so I'm probably going to be taking a little bit of a beating for a bit here. Really does just depend. Tiger-Dillo, and it's an attack for 1, so it certainly could be worse. Swamp, and we pass. They attack for another 2. Oh, okay. Forest past the turn, cycle renewal on their turn to make it look like I have something else up. Do have a sold out as well. Could get rid of something of theirs, but I think the badger mole out is going to be better. They attack for 1. Is it going to be 3? Not actually 1. Okay. So cycle renewal. Sack a forest, grab a swamp and a forest, or 2 swamps. Let's go one of each. Forest, badger mole, rebellious captain. Badger mole, foggy bottom swamp, and they still didn't do anything on their turn. Okay, have they just got sorcery speed removal? Beetle-headed merchants. Yeah, that's okay, because I can just exile the beetle-headed merchants, fire Raucous Audience, and I can flash back to Zuko's Conviction next turn, as well as run out of captives if I want. If I have another land, then even more. Happy to trade that there. That I mean, you know, with the knowledge of all that I have in hand, it feels like that makes the decisions a little bit easier and makes me feel like, you know, I came out in the positive. But no blocks. You can finally start pumping some things into that if you want. And if that's the way you're spending all 6 of your mana, then yep. Keeping 2 around. Okay, well that makes things a little bit different. Beifong's Bounty Hunters. Rebellious Captives. Attack with the Foggy Bottom Swamp. Yeah. And I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. They kill any of my things. I mean, dies. So they could have their own sold out to deal with it. I can then bring back a badger mole if I want. If they kill it, I'm just going to bring it back with Zuko's Conviction, have it back out next turn. Rise of Sozin, okay. Kind of feel like that's okay. I'll just bring it back next turn. Go forest, forest, swamp. I've got a whole bunch of bending. And I'll bring back the Beifong's Bounty Hunters. And I can play it without even having to worry. Attack them for 8. They are dead next turn. What are they going to try and pinch? Maybe my second Zuko's Conviction? Cool. You really think I've got more than one of those in this draft format? I think that's a little bit spooky to think that I have more than one. Because here again, if they kill the Beifong's Bounty Hunters, I just get to bend some more. Yeah, that's fine, because I just put another Earthbend another 4. You're still dead. Yeah, good game. Sorry, Ozymandias, you are not the King of Kings today. You've been out-queened. Very nice. Good first 3 games. 3-0. Feels very tidy. And we keep on keeping on. Right. Here feels like a pretty good hand. Get to shared route, cycle, indoctrination. Got the cityscape leveler. Good early ramp, I think, is the main thing here. Can absolutely look to Diley's indoctrination them as well, but I think the shared routes is going to be just slightly more important here. If I draw a 2-drop again, I can, you know, indoctrination plus something. Shoshi Battle Fan, alrighty. Lands. I'm actually going to indoctrination them. Drawing enough lands that I think being able to bin a pretty reasonable... Let's see, is it Piandao? That's the waterbending scroll. That's going to give them too much value this early, and if they don't draw into more lands, they don't have any plays. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Badger Mole. Because they can, after redemption, the Badger Mole if they want, but at least they still have a body out of it. Tap it down if they want. Honest work. Honestly, that's totally fine as well. They can tap me for 2. But the fact that they are having a little bit of difficulty with finding the land they need, that's actually kind of nice. Go to combat and just pass the turn. Can Cityscape Leveler out into play next turn. Pass to attacks. Cycle of Renewal. Sack a forest. Grab a forest in a swamp. And yeah, pass the turn. Swamp. So I've got 7, 8, 9. Do I try and Cityscape Leveler? I think I do. Go. We'll destroy the that 2. Got an 8/8 trampler and removal. I mean, they just make it unable to attack or block. Maybe they tap it down. But then I can always unearth it at some point as well. If I draw something like a Origin of Metal Bending, I can just blow up the Path to Redemption, which could be really nice. And the fact that they've been so stuck on mana and I'm still not insanely far ahead, I think is a little bit worrying. Path to Redemption, that's the play I was expecting it to be. Kind of makes sense. I'll just pass the turn. They can actually exile the Cityscape Leveler here now as well, which is a bit rough. Or they could play something, maybe Avatar Enthusiasts. Attach the Battle Fan, okay. I'm just gonna kill it. Bad Mole. Land. Attacking for 5. And they are just about dead on board. Okay, do they play a Master Piandao here? Or they could Cityscape, like actually get rid of the Leveler. You could tap a whole bunch of things down, but I think I still have enough mana. I've got a few options based on what they have in hand. Master Piandao. Okay, that is their play. Beautiful. Rocky Rebuke. attack for 9. They go to 1. And feels like it's going to be pretty hard for them to win here. Because they tap down 1, 2, 3. Okay, so they survive another turn because they've got 4 stun counters that they can impart across my creatures. Which does certainly help, but it only buys them a little bit of time. If they kill something, then they don't really have... If they can kill something and tap down the rest of them, that also works. Yeah, like Earthbend and tap down the rest of them. I mean, Origin and Metal Bending here would be the perfect draw. Because then I can just, you get in with the Cityscape Leveler regardless and not have to worry too much. I see Zuko's Exile. No, not Zuko's Exile. If they kill maybe the, like, Badger Mole or Humble Merchant or something, be able to bring it back. I mean, ideally it would be the... okay, so they are going to crash and wave for 0. We go 1, 2, 3. And then attack the Humble Merchant as well. What do they put an extra counter on the Badger Mole? Because they can't... Yep. Wonderful. And Cityscape Leveler. But then they just lose. Another creature. I'm just going to attack. Yep, they have to block. But now I've got 4 creatures, they can deal with 2 of them. One of them will have Menace. So I've got plenty of things I can do, which makes me less worried unless they have some sort of wipe. But even if they have a wipe... No! Good game! 4-0! Very, very, very solid start. And 1 game from the rank up to Diamond as well. Let's hope that it continues going as nicely as it has. And there, 4 wins, 4-0. Feels like a really solid deck. Yeah, certainly underestimated Golgari. I thought, yeah, for sure that it was potentially the worst, but honestly I think that maybe Rakdos is worse than it. Deadly Precision, Rocky Rebuke on a draw. I think that's a mulliganable hand. This, on the other hand, I think is very keepable and will burn the Hog Monkey. I would rather have the Ruffians than the Hog Monkey at this stage. Gonna start off with a Rumble Arena. Shared Roots, pretty nice actually. Might run that out instead of the Dialy Indoctrination. White, white. Yeah, so we'll go Shared Roots, grab a Swamp. So we can maybe look at bouldering on turn 3. Avatar Enthusiast. Yep, it's alright to me. We'll go Swamp the Boulder, ready to rumble. Badger Mole next turn, Earthbend for another 2. First time Flyer. Okay, they probably still can't attack him, so they've got another ally on hand. Yep, no. If you're playing allies, you've almost definitely got some sort of trick that's going to end up trading for my boulder. Right, let's see what's in your hand. Just so I can make sensible decisions. Oh, Airbending Lesson, accumulate Root Wisdom, Razor Rings. Very nice. Take with a boulder. Make my Rumble Arena. Yep. You really think I'm just walking into that? I am not just walking into that. I mean, yes, you can Airbending Lesson. Go for it. I still get to replay it next turn. Yep. Not really making an awful lot of headway there, champ. Yep, Plot the Enthusiast. I get a scry. How good. And honestly, a land is exactly what I want, so I can Badger Mole and attack. Swamp. Badger Mole. Rumble Arena. Be able to attack with Rumble Arena. Yep, accumulate Wisdom. And pay 2, draw 1. I think that's totally okay with me. 2, and then I got a double play of the Boulder and Ruffians next turn. What are they going to airbend the Rumble Arena? Why are you airbending the Badger Mole? I was going to take 6 here. Land, Badger Mole. Rumble Arena. Go Boulder. Go to combat, attack with the Rumble Arena. ATLA Drafting. Accumulating some more wisdom. Attack for 5, but I just block the Enthusiasts. Even just block it with the ATLA Drafting, that's no big deal at all. They can gain some life potentially with some more lessons, which would be a little bit rough. Water bending lesson, okay. Now, it's whether or not they water bend or discard. I imagine they discard here, yeah. Another land. Attack with just the ag, okay. The Earth King, okay. That's kind of nice. Attack with the Boulder and the Rumble Arena. Make the Rumble Arena into a 8 Trampler. Search for 2 lands. I mean, here, like, it's like they have to block here. That's the thing which makes me... Another accumulate wisdom. Okay. 3 accumulate wisdom. They've drafted pretty glorious stuff here. And now I just gotta hope that they don't have a trick, battle fan, and it's gonna be a good game. Attach the battle fan, and I take 6 damage. That was pretty close. First loss being against something like that, I think is okay by me though. Certainly not feeling upset by it. And move to the next game. Still 4 wins, which I think is pretty marvellous. Let's see. Pretty nice hands. Indoctrination into either Cycle or Ruffians. Or if they've taken a mulligan. Yeah, feels very tasty. They are, there we go. I was about to say, taking their time. Swamp first. The fact that they are on the play as well, I've just got card advantage already, and with the Daily Indoctrination upcoming. Okay, we can search for land. The Indoctrination here upcoming. Feels pretty nice to be able to ping something of theirs away. Let's grab that Knowledge Seeker. Not as worried about the Badger Mole at this stage. I think here, I might go Ruffians on this next turn first. Instead of Cycle of Renewaling. Ooh. Yeah, well, I do want to get a little bit of pressure on the board. What can they do? 2 mana green, maybe the Land Cycler again. Because here I can Earth King on this next turn. Maybe I don't. Well, I've got something they can do. I'll attack with the Ruffians. I guess I'll Shared Roots. Grab. Oh, I guess a Swamp, doesn't really matter. Wanted to Earth King, but also waiting for them to play some things out. Yep, there we go. Badger Mole. Forest. Ice Cycle. I can't play anything. I think I'm going to run out my own Badger Mole. And get in for 3. Perfect, 'cause now I can just trade a land for their Badger Mole if they attack with the Badger Mole. Okay. My land is bigger than yours. I don't really care about sacrificing the land for a good cause if they do want to attack with the Badger Mole. Earth King here, also the Cityscape Leveler, which will be upcoming. They got a giant koi, okay. Definitely need to look at getting that Cityscape Leveler out there. Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be cycling anyway. Cycle of Renewal, sack a Swamp. One of each. And then I'm even just going to Earth King. And no attacks. They can airbend through the giant koi, but I'm just going to Cityscape Leveler it next turn. Search for another couple of lands with some attacks. Oh yeah, they're going to waterbend, I mean, the giant koi, because I would double block with the Badger Mole Cub and the token. Or the Badger Mole itself, not the cub. Yep, okay, they have any mana for it. I'll take 5. Wonderful. It means I've got a free Cityscape Leveler coming out on this next turn. Don't have to worry. Blow at their giant koi. I've got an 8/8. I think I attack with just the little bear token. Could actually attack with both. Search for another couple of lands. Yeah, let's attack with both. Keep ticking for lands just so I'm going to be drawing spells rather than lands in the coming turns. Now that I've got an 8/8 Trampler means that I'm not too worried about any of what they're sort of getting up to. Are they going to double block and block? Yep, cool. Alright. I lose a Badger Mole, altered by me. I get a land back. I can still pretty easily block the Badger Mole here, even if I take 4, really not fussed. I can use the Power Stone to sack the North Pole gates. And if they just kill the Leveler without exiling it, then, or if they bounce it, if they do whatever to it, then it's just even more value for me. I will even have the mana now with the Earth King trigger from last turn to pay for a quench if they have a quench. All top sentries. Yeah, that's fine. Fire. Go to combat. Attack with everything but the Earth King. Blow up the sentries. Yeah, they'll gain 2 life. So what? I don't have any, I've got 1 land left in library after this. block the bear, take a whole bunch of damage, and then I Earth Village Ruffians. Sort of just thinking they must, like, surely they've got like some board wipe, something. Okay, so for this Moose Lion, that really does not help whatsoever. Kill the Moose Lion, good game. Yeah, that Cityscape level of value was enormous. Killing everything they had out and taking them down to -12. We move to 5-1 here. Some good aggressive games, and some good aggressive, you know, just a lot of good aggression going on, I think, is the main thing. It's feeling like what was needed. Epic Downfall, not a bad wee card to get a hold of. Let's see. Into this next game. Who are we up against? What's Fox Dub? I think that's Cloud. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. Can Earth King on 4. Be nice to be able to get maybe a little bit more acceleration, so I can maybe Earth King on 3. Forest. What are they up to? Oh, they're gonna make me bin my Earth King. No. I suppose that's not the end of the world. Let's Hog Monkey instead. We still have a body on the board. Cycle of renewal of their own. Okay. Forest. Set combat. Pass the turn. What have they got here? An earthbending lesson. Fast attacks. Yep, I'll just run out my own cycle here. Grab 2 swamps because I've got a bunch of forests in hand. Forest. Vegemole. Body bottom swamp going and attack them for 5. Pretty happy to just block the forest with my Badgermole here, I think. Maybe I'll just take another 4. Doesn't matter. Callous Inspector. Okie doke. And they don't attack. Okay, so we've got forest. Go to combat. Yeah, let's get rid of that Callous Inspector. They have to block with both, so they're all happy for them to take 2 here. No? Yep. Beautiful. Kill the Inspector. And the land comes back. They get a clue. And they can pop at end of their turn if they want. But I want to see if I can spook them by flashing back with the Zuko's Conviction, my nice little guy. Riley agents, okay. I'm gonna Earthbend 1 twice. Nice. Okay. Trade with their forest. Actually, let's Zuko Convictions. Back my Earth King. Swap. Source my Hog Monkey. Attack with these 2. Keep the Earth King alive. Grab another couple of lands. They are taking some damage here. They will be gaining some of the life back next turn. Yeah, I'm going to actually put a counter on my berry. not going to be blocking the daily agents, but I will be able to block one of the forests if they attack with them. And if not, then I've, you know, maybe they've got a way of surviving. Fire Nation Drill. Nice. Probably killing the Hog Monkey. Why are they killing the Earth King? I don't understand why they killed the Earth King there. Give this one, because I want to see what they end up doing, because they have to take 5 here, which is pretty gross. I guess some Rocky Rebuke here to kill the agents. They can still corrupt the Fire Nation Drill, but yeah, let that resolve. They take 4. I don't think they can kill me next turn, not even with the... Oh no, they can't even crew it up anymore. Unless they draw a creature, maybe like a Sozin. Earth Village Ruffians. And they can attack me for 6. But I think I'm still winning here. Yeah. GG's. Whew. Fantastic. And a promotion back up into the Diamond Leagues 4 Limited, which absolutely feels glorious. Moved to 6-1, so very, very successful drafting going on here. Long may it continue, having a very, very good, very, very good time of things. This looks like a pretty reasonable hand. Audience and a rebuke, and hopefully can get a little bit more. You know, like another land draw. Mulliganing twice. Maybe even more than twice? Oh, 2 mulligans. Definitely makes me feel better about things. Here, an audience. Pass the turn. First time flyer. That is exactly what I... Oh, actually, no, that's totally fine. Pass through the turn. Cycle of renewal into my turn. Pass to attack. They'll attack for 1. Yep. Cycle of renewal. Take forest, grab a forest and a swamp. I was about to say a land here for Badger Mole would be absolutely incredible, and lo and behold, they listen to me. Another Porcupine, that's Porcupine. Forest. Another Badger Mole. And then attack with just the Badger Mole. Cool. I take 4, I pass the turn, have both the Origin and the Rocky Rebuke. Let's Rocky Rebuke, killing the one of the Porcupines. Now Quench. Alrighty. There's a quench for the yeah, that's cool. Go down to 8. Play a forest. I don't have a creature in the bin. Go to combat. Attack for 2. And attack for 6. Pass the turn. Caster blocks, block, block. Twin blades on the first time flyer. Origin and metal bending onto this Badger Mole. Brings back a Badger Mole. Earth King. Badger Mole helps me more. I think it just gets me over the line to being able to win. Good game. And that's it, 7-1. Very, very close, very, very tight. But what feels like it was a really quick trophy as well, which is, yeah, let's go for it. Getting some more and more trophies under the belt. Let's take a look back through the deck before everything. Really, we were looking at, yeah, like Earth King, Beifong's Bounty Hunters, a couple of Badger Moles, some really nice acceleration with some evasion with the 2 Hog Monkeys, the Cityscape Leveler, which absolutely just won us a game. Didn't really see much of the Rebellious Captives. Origins of Metal Bending was handy, same with the Indoctrination, the Convictions. Didn't once cast the Deadly Precision, didn't really need it. But yeah, just consistent sort of, consistent black-green, which did us pretty great. Gets us that trophy, that 950 gems and a couple of packs, and a lot of happiness. So yeah, I think that that was pretty successful. If you agree with me there, then feel free to drop any of the good stuff, likes and all of those things. And I've been Transfemerate MTG. I'll catch you guys on the rebound. Take care, everyone.